The Glimmering Isles. After their success in the Whispering Sands, Tobian and Nivara found themselves drawn to a new adventure, a chain of islands known as the Glimmering Isles. These islands, scattered like jewels across the turquoise sea, were famous for their shimmering beauty and the magical energies that permeated the land. It was said that the very air on the Glimmering Isles sparkled with tiny motes of light, and the waters surrounding them glowed with an ethereal radiance. As they approached the first of the Glimmering Isles, the sun was beginning to set, casting a golden glow over the landscape. The air was filled with a faint, sweet fragrance, and the sound of gentle waves lapping against the shore was like a soothing lullaby. The islands themselves were a wonder to behold, covered in lush, emerald-green vegetation, with sparkling streams cascading down from rocky cliffs and flowers that seemed to glow in the twilight. Nivara felt the pull of transformation once more, the magic of the Glimmering Isles calling to her. She closed her eyes, letting the energy of the islands flow through her, and began to change. Her hair transformed into a cascade of shimmering silver, reflecting the light of the setting sun. Her eyes turned a deep, iridescent violet, like the petals of the rarest orchid. Her skin took on a soft, a luminescent glow, as if she were bathed in the light of 1,000 stars. Her gown became a flowing, silken robe, adorned with delicate patterns that glimmered with every movement. She had become the spirit of the Glimmering Isles. Tobian watched in awe as Nivara's transformation completed. "You've become a living embodiment of the island's magic, Nivara. You're as breathtaking as the Glimmering Isles themselves." Nivara smiled, her voice soft and melodic, filled with the harmony of the islands. "I can feel the magic of this place, Tobian. The islands are alive with energy, and they're calling us to explore their secrets." Together, they stepped onto the shore of the first island, their senses heightened by the magic around them. The sand beneath their feet sparkled like crushed diamonds, and the air was filled with the soft hum of the island's magic. The path ahead of them was lined with glowing flowers, their petals radiating a soft, otherworldly light. As they ventured deeper into the island, they came across a grove of ancient trees, their bark shimmering with veins of silver and gold. The trees seemed to pulse with life, their branches swaying gently in a breeze that carried the sound of distant music. In the center of the grove stood a massive, crystalline tree, its trunk made of pure, translucent crystal that sparkled in the fading light. Nivara approached the tree, her heart filled with wonder. "This tree is the heart of the Glimmering Isles, Tobian. Its roots spread throughout the islands, connecting them with a network of magical energy. It's said that those who can harmonize with the tree's magic will be granted the power to control the very essence of the islands." Tobian nodded, his mind racing with thoughts of the possibilities. "If we can unlock the secrets of this tree, we could harness the power of the Glimmering Isles and use it to protect these lands and their magic." Nivara placed her hands on the tree's crystalline trunk, feeling the flow of magic within it. The tree responded to her touch, glowing with a soft, radiant light. The air around them began to shimmer, and the sound of distant music grew louder, filling the grove with a melody that seemed to resonate with the very core of the islands. As they stood before the tree, the ground beneath them began to tremble, and the crystal tree's light intensified, casting a brilliant glow over the entire grove. The magic of the islands swirled around them, wrapping them in a cocoon of shimmering light. Nivara's eyes widened as she realized what was happening. "The tree is responding to our presence, Tobian. It's inviting us to become a part of the island's magic, to join in the harmony that sustains these lands." Tobian reached out to take Nivara's hand, his heart filled with excitement and anticipation. "Let's do this together, Nivara. Whatever challenges lie ahead, we'll face them as one." With their hands joined, they focused their energy on the crystal tree, harmonizing their magic with the ancient power of the Glimmering Isles. The tree's light enveloped them, and they felt themselves being drawn into the very essence of the islands, becoming one with the land and its magic. Suddenly, the light around them burst into a kaleidoscope of colors, and they found themselves standing in a new realm, a hidden sanctuary deep within the Glimmering Isles. The sanctuary was a place of unparalleled beauty, with crystalline flowers, sparkling waterfalls, and glowing stones that radiated a soft, soothing light. In the center of the sanctuary stood a massive crystal pedestal, on which rested a glowing orb, the heart of the Glimmering Isles. The orb pulsed with the rhythm of the island's magic, and the air around it was filled with the same harmonious melody that had guided them to this place. Nivara approached the orb, her heart filled with reverence. "This is the source of the island's magic, Tobian. The heart of the Glimmering Isles holds the power to sustain and protect these lands, but it also holds the key to unlocking the true potential of the island's magic." Tobian gazed at the orb, his mind racing with thoughts of the knowledge and power they could gain from it. "If we can understand the magic within the heart of the Glimmering Isles, we could use it to protect these lands and ensure that their beauty and magic endure for generations to come." With a deep breath, Nivara reached out and touched the glowing orb. The sanctuary around them responded to her touch, the light intensifying as the magic of the islands surged through her. She could feel the energy of the Glimmering Isles flowing through her, filling her with a sense of peace and harmony. As the magic of the heart of the Glimmering Isles flowed into her, Nivara's appearance changed once more. Her hair became a cascade of shimmering light, reflecting the colors of the rainbow. Her eyes turned a deep, starry indigo, like the night sky on a clear evening. Her skin glowed with a soft, radiant light, and her gown transformed into a flowing robe made of pure, shimmering energy. She had become the embodiment of the Glimmering Isles. Tobian watched in awe as Nivara's transformation completed. "You've become a part of the Glimmering Isles, Nivara. You're their protector, their guardian." Nivara smiled, her voice filled with the harmony of the islands. "The Glimmering Isles have shared their magic with me, Tobian. I can feel the heartbeat of the land, the flow of its energy, and the harmony that sustains it. We've become a part of something greater, something beautiful." With the heart of the Glimmering Isles now in their possession, Tobian and Nivara knew that their journey was far from over. The world was filled with wonders waiting to be discovered, and together, they were ready to explore every corner of it. As they left the sanctuary, the magic of the Glimmering Isles filled them with a sense of peace and purpose. The islands had shared their secrets, and in return, Tobian and Nivara had become their guardians, protectors of the beauty and magic that made the Glimmering Isles so special. With the heart of the Glimmering Isles as their guide, Tobian and Nivara set out once more, their hearts filled with the magic and knowledge they had gained. The world was vast and filled with mysteries, and together, they were ready to explore every corner of it. The Celestial Gardens. After their time in the Glimmering Isles, Tobian and Nivara found themselves drawn to a new destination, one spoken of only in whispers, the Celestial Gardens. It was a place of legend, where the stars themselves were said to descend to earth, filling the gardens with ethereal light and granting those who entered a glimpse of the universe's secrets. As they approached the Celestial Gardens, the night sky seemed to shimmer with anticipation. The air grew cool and crisp, and the stars above twinkled with unusual brilliance. The path leading to the gardens was lined with glowing orbs of light that floated just above the ground, guiding them to their destination. Nivara felt the familiar pool of transformation as they neared the entrance to the gardens. The magic of the place was strong, filling her with a sense of awe and wonder. She closed her eyes and let the energy of the celestial gardens flow through her, her form beginning to change. Her hair transformed into a flowing cascade of deep midnight blue, speckled with tiny, glowing stars that seemed to twinkle with every movement. Her eyes became a radiant silver, like the full moon reflecting on a still lake. Her skin took on a soft, pearlescent sheen, and her gown became a robe of deep indigo and violet, adorned with swirling patterns that mirrored the constellations in the night sky. She had become the spirit of the celestial gardens. Tobian marveled at her transformation. Nivara, you're like the embodiment of the night sky itself. The magic of this place suits you perfectly. Nivara smiled, her voice soft and melodic, echoing with the music of the stars. The celestial gardens are filled with ancient magic, Tobian. I can feel the presence of the stars, their light guiding us towards something incredible. Together, they stepped into the celestial gardens, their senses heightened by the magic all around them. The gardens were unlike anything they had ever seen. The trees were tall and slender, their leaves glowing with a soft, silver light. Flowers of every color imaginable bloomed in abundance, their petals shimmering like the stars above. The ground beneath their feet sparkled with stardust, and the air was filled with a faint, celestial melody that seemed to come from the very stars themselves. As they ventured deeper into the gardens, they came across a vast, open clearing. In the center of the clearing stood a massive, ancient tree, its bark made of silver and its branches adorned with glowing orbs of light. The tree seemed to pulse with a rhythmic energy, as if it were connected to the very heartbeat of the universe. Nivara approached the tree, her heart filled with reverence. This tree is the heart of the celestial gardens, Tobian. It's connected to the stars, drawing their light and energy down to earth. It's said that those who can harmonize with the tree's magic will be granted the power to understand the secrets of the universe. Tobian nodded, his mind racing with thoughts of the knowledge they could gain. If we can unlock the secrets of this tree, we could gain insights into the very fabric of reality. The possibilities are endless. Nivara placed her hands on the tree's silver bark, feeling the flow of cosmic energy within it. The tree responded to her touch, glowing with a soft, radiant light. The air around them began to shimmer, and the celestial melody grew louder, filling the clearing with a sense of awe and wonder. As they stood before the tree, the stars above began to descend, their light converging on the ancient tree. The energy around them intensified, wrapping them in a cocoon of starlight. Nivara and Tobian felt themselves being lifted into the air, suspended in the light of the stars. Nivara's eyes widened as she realized what was happening. The tree is connecting us to the stars, Tobian. It's showing us the secrets of the universe. Tobian reached out to take Nivara's hand, his heart filled with excitement and anticipation. Let's explore this together, Nivara. Whatever mysteries the stars hold, we'll uncover them as one. With their hands joined, they focused their energy on the ancient tree, harmonizing their magic with the cosmic power of the celestial gardens. The stars above shone brighter, their light enveloping them as they were drawn into a vision of the cosmos. They found themselves floating in a vast expanse of space, surrounded by swirling galaxies, brilliant nebulae, and countless stars. The universe seemed to stretch out infinitely before them, a tapestry of light and color that defied comprehension. As they gazed upon the wonders of the cosmos, the ancient tree's voice echoed in their minds, a deep, resonant tone that carried the wisdom of the stars. You have been granted the knowledge of the celestial gardens. Use it wisely, for the universe is vast and full of mysteries. The light of the stars will guide you on your journey. Nivara and Tobian felt the weight of the tree's words, understanding that they had been given a rare gift, the ability to see beyond the limits of the mortal world and glimpse the infinite possibilities of the universe. As the vision faded, they found themselves back in the clearing, the tree's light now dimmed but still glowing softly. Nivara's appearance had changed once more, her form now radiating with the light of the stars. With the knowledge of the celestial gardens now within them, Tobian and Nivara knew that their journey was far from over. The universe was vast, and there were countless mysteries to uncover. Hand in hand, they left the celestial gardens, their hearts filled with the light of the stars and the wisdom of the universe. Their bond had grown stronger, and together, they were ready to explore the wonders of the cosmos and face whatever challenges lay ahead. The Frozen Veil. After leaving the celestial gardens, Tobian and Nivara journeyed across the realms, guided by the wisdom of the stars. Their path eventually led them to a land of eternal ice and snow, the Frozen Veil, a mysterious realm shrouded in cold, ancient magic. It was said that deep within the Frozen Veil lay a hidden sanctuary where the ancient spirits of winter guarded powerful secrets. As they approached the Frozen Veil, the temperature dropped rapidly, and a biting wind swept across the barren, icy landscape. The snow beneath their feet crunched with each step, and the air was thick with a palpable sense of foreboding. The landscape was beautiful in its starkness, with jagged ice formations rising from the ground like crystalline towers, reflecting the pale light of the sun. Nivara felt the familiar tingling sensation as the magic of the Frozen Veil began to seep into her. She knew it was time to change once more. Closing her eyes, she embraced the icy magic of the realm, allowing it to transform her. Her hair turned an icy shade of silver white, shimmering like frost in the morning sun. Her eyes became a piercing blue, like the heart of a glacier, and her skin took on a pale, almost translucent hue, as if kissed by the chill of winter. Her gown transformed into a flowing robe of ice blue, adorned with intricate patterns that resembled frost spreading across a wind open. She had become the spirit of the Frozen Veil. Tobian watched in awe as Nivara's transformation completed. You embody the very essence of winter, Nivara. The Frozen Veil has never seen a spirit like you. Nivara smiled, her breath visible in the frigid air. The cold holds many secrets, Tobian. I can feel the ancient spirits of winter watching us. They know we seek their sanctuary. With Nivara leading the way, they ventured deeper into the Frozen Veil. The landscape grew more treacherous as they went on, with towering ice cliffs and deep crevasses that seemed to stretch into the abyss. The wind howled around them, carrying with it whispers of ancient tales and forgotten songs. As they climbed a steep ice ridge, they finally caught sight of their destination, a massive ice fortress built into the side of a towering glacier. The fortress glowed with an ethereal light, its walls seemingly carved from pure, crystalline ice. It was the sanctuary of the winter spirits. Nivara approached the fortress with a sense of reverence. This is where the ancient spirits of winter dwell, Tobian. We must prove ourselves worthy if we are to learn their secrets. Tobian nodded, his breath coming in short puffs of mist. Then let's face whatever trials they have for us, Nivara. Together, we'll earn their trust. As they approached the entrance, the massive ice gates swung open with a creaking groan, revealing a grand hall filled with towering ice sculptures and frozen pillars. The air inside was still, the cold even more intense than outside. At the far end of the hall stood three ancient spirits, each one a towering figure made of ice and snow, their eyes glowing with a pale blue light. The central spirit, who appeared to be the leader, spoke in a voice that echoed like the wind across a frozen tundra. You who have entered our sanctuary, why do you seek the knowledge of the winter spirits? Nivara stepped forward, her voice clear and unwavering. We seek the wisdom of the ancient spirits of winter to protect the realms from the encroaching darkness. We wish to learn the secrets of the cold so that we may bring balance to the world. The spirits conferred among themselves in a language of crackling ice and howling winds. Finally, the leader spoke again. Very well, you shall be tested. If you can survive the trials of winter, you will earn the right to our knowledge. Without warning, the hall transformed into a frozen maze, the walls shifting and reforming around them. The temperature plummeted further, and a fierce blizzard sprang up, obscuring their vision. Tobian and Nivara were separated by the shifting ice walls. The first trial had begun. Nivara, in her new form as the spirit of the frozen veil, felt the cold strengthen her resolve. She moved through the maze with grace, her every step freezing the ground beneath her. The icy wind tugged at her robe, but she pressed on, her mind focused on the task ahead. Meanwhile, Tobian used his magic to create a protective barrier of warmth around him, melting the ice in his path as he searched for Nivara. He knew they would need to reunite to pass the trial. As they navigated the treacherous maze, they encountered various challenges, walls of solid ice that only Nivara could shatter with her newfound strength, and illusions of warmth that only Tobian could see through. Each challenge tested their unique abilities, pushing them to their limits. Finally, after what felt like hours of navigating the frozen labyrinth, they found each other at the center of the maze. A massive ice sculpture of a phoenix stood before them, its wings spread wide, flames of blue ice flickering around it. It was the final guardian of the trial. The spirit of the phoenix spoke, its voice like crackling fire on ice. To pass, you must ignite the flame of winter within you. Only then will you prove yourselves worthy. Nivara and Tobian joined hands, combining their magic. Tobian drew upon his knowledge of fire, transforming it into a cold, blue flame, while Nivara channeled the icy power of the frozen veil. Together, they focused their energy on the phoenix, igniting the flame of winter within its icy form. The phoenix's eyes glowed brighter, and with a mighty screech, it shattered into a shower of icy sparks, revealing a glowing crystal at its core. The crystal floated toward them, emanating a soft, blue light. You have passed the trials of winter, the spirits' voices echoed in unison. The secrets of the frozen veil are now yours. Take this crystal as a token of our trust and use its power wisely. As the maze dissolved around them, Tobian and Nivara found themselves back in the grand hall, the spirits standing before them once more. The leader extended a hand, and the crystal floated gently into Nivara's grasp. This crystal contains the essence of winter, the spirit said. It will grant you the power to summon the cold whenever you need it. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Nivara nodded solemnly. We will use this gift to protect the realms and bring balance to the world. The spirits bowed their heads in approval. Go now, and may the winds of winter guide you on your journey. With the crystal of the frozen veil in their possession, Tobian and Nivara left the sanctuary, their hearts filled with a renewed sense of purpose. The world was vast, and there were still many challenges ahead, but they knew they could face anything together. As they stepped out into the frozen landscape, the sun began to rise, casting a soft, golden light over the icy terrain. Nivara's new form shimmered in the sunlight, her connection to the winter spirits now a part of her very being. Their next adventure awaited, and they were ready to face it, together.